I got to ask first about the successor to the Huracan, because I was able to get some seat time in that car, and it's the first vehicle in a long time that's brought actual tears to my eyes. It was so good to drive in the Sterrato format. What's coming next?
Next is, let's say, the closing of the first part of our strategy, now the Direzione Cortauri. We started last year with the Revuelto as our V12 with a plug-in hybrid. Earlier this year, we showcased the Urus SE, and now it will be the third one. So the follow of the Huracan will be completely new. And this is going to be the third car with a plug-in hybrid system. And it has an incredible engine, which is revving up to 10,000 RPM, and combined with the battery solution, we are heading at the launch already to 920 horsepower. Something really exciting, and we call it a 40 class. So somebody who's really playing in a different field, much better than all what has been seen so far, Stephan, in this field.
Stephan, I get the hybrids. For supercars, it just makes sense because you get the instant torque of the electric motor, plus the feeling, the vibes, the smell, the sounds, the character of the internal combustion engine. But how do you expect to see these cars resell? Normally if Lambo sells a vehicle for, say, $300,000, it goes on the secondary market for $400,000. Like, they command instantly a premium. But we haven't seen that with, for example, Ferrari's hybrids. They're the first cars that company puts out that actually fall in the aftermarket. So what do you expect for the plug-in hybrids in terms of resale value?
So first of all, you have to keep the promise. The first promise we are making is to be more performing and more sustainable. The second one is that the car always has to be a complete new car in terms of design. These are the two things, so design and performance, including better sustainability. Then, for sure, the big risk is always that you get too excited, that you produce too many cars, and therefore the residuals are going down. This is a mistake which we are not going to do, so we will leverage very much on the length of the order bank and balance accordingly. So today, if you buy a Lamborghini, our cars are always more expensive than the used ones in comparison of the new ones. It's clear that we are experiencing now, let's say, a new generation. We always said we don't need to be the first ones on the market with new technology like this, but we have to get there when we are safe and we are sure that this is going to be a success story.
And of course,
so far there is nothing playing against it, and therefore I don't have any, how can I say, news about a negative impact.
So to talk a little bit more about fully electric vehicles, you're in no rush to get there. Like you said, you want to do it right when you do get there. But I want to talk about why the delay. What else you're waiting to see? Is it performance? Is it concerns around demand for fully electric supercars? Or is it more of those emotional aspects that Matt was talking about, such as the sound of the engine?
But for sure, when we speak about full electric cars, if it's about performance, we are already there. This is not the big thing. Where I think we have to be patient is the fact that we say once we speak about performance, there are two ways into looking into it. One is the pure numbers, so acceleration, top speed, time of braking, and lap time. And the other one, which is the emotional part, is how you feel the car. And how you feel the car is the responsiveness of the car, the lightness of the car. And this, in my opinion, is still something where we have space for improvement, and we will showcase this in the years to come. And therefore, we also said we will have a split approach for the two super sports cars, like the Revuelto and the follow of the Huracan. We will go as long as we can hybrid, also if feasible after 2035. And for the more daily usable car, like the Urus or the fourth model we are planning to do, there we are inclined to say that these could be then the first full electric cars because they're daily usable. They're not only a racer car or weekend cars, and therefore the balance between performance and also sustainability and the acceptance is going to be there earlier than on the pure super sports cars. And on top of that, it's clear that we have to, because you were referring to the sound, we have to see how to create a sound which is not for sure mocking the internal combustion engine, but it has to be a specific sound, and we're working on it. And in my opinion, we will come up with very clever solutions.